Hi everybody, today we're going to be installing a Progressive Industries EMS surge protector into this brand new 2021 Salem FSX 178. Now this is a EMS HW30C model. It's for 30 amp travel trailers. This model definitely gives you full protection of your RV system, and it makes sure that you are getting good power. If there is no good power coming in, it will let you know. It will give you a fault on your display screen, and it will also protect it by making sure that it doesn't provide power into the system. Another wonderful component of this is that it has field replaceable units, which means that if you run into any issues with it, you can call Progressive Industries. They can go ahead and troubleshoot it with you, and if there's any parts that need to be replaced, you don't have to take the whole system apart and send it back in. You can just go ahead and get those parts replaced. Additionally, you can also it has a bypass mode that you can switch it over to if you really need it to have power. Now this system gives you open ground protection, time delay from the AC power. It also gives you high and low voltage detection, so you can make the right decisions of whether you want to continue getting power from this or not, or if it's there's any high peaks, it will shut down your system as it needs to. So let's go ahead and start taking this brand new rig apart so we can get this unit installed. Alright, so the first step in this process after unboxing it is to locate where your power is and make sure that you are not connected to it. We just brought ours into the driveway yesterday. We took delivery of it yesterday, so I know there is no power connected to this. The second step is to find out where are your breakers and fuses located. In my situation for this Salem FSX 178 BHSK, it is located underneath the refrigerator. So in this unit, this orange cable is the one providing AC power. That's the one that's connected to your outside 30 amp plug. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that right over here, somewhere right around here, and then we're gonna connect it right to our box that we're gonna install right in this place. Looking back, I should have opened this up, removed the connection from there, and placed that orange end in the L side. Then take a new Romex cable and ram it from the T side of the box to the breaker box. This would have prevented me from cutting the orange cable, allowed me to work outside of the cramped space, and had enough wire length to place the EMS in a better spot. So we have the main power cable cut out. So then we're just going to take the sheathing off of it. There you go. You got your black, your white, and your copper. Then we're going to do the same thing in the inside ones. Alright, so now that I have the main sheathing cut out for both of them, then we're just going to go ahead and do each individual cable to get it ready to connect. So the way that you know which side you're going to be plugging it into is by the labels right here inside the connections. The L side is going to be connected to your shore power, and the T side is going to be connected to your coach or your travel trailer. And you're basically just going to connect them right like the other side. So this white cable is going to go in this location because the white cable is already there, and this black cable is going to go right in this location in line with this black cable. Alright, so I had to stop recording a little bit because, as you can see, this is a little bit of a tight space in here, and it was getting really difficult to connect the two cables right there. But if you can see, alright, so if you can see, that's the side coming in from the shore power. It's the L side. The white and black are connected right there, and I'm about to connect the ground cable over to this location right over here. There's a little hole right here that they supply you some screws, and you can connect that copper cable right there. They give you this little terminal right here that we're just going to take and slip over the top of the copper cable, crimp it, and then get it secured. Alright, so we finally got the copper cables connected, the grounds. They're actually right here. That was everything in here is simple. It's just a little bit difficult in the spot. So the next step is going to be to install this. We're going to put the black cable right through it. Now if you see, there's this little black line. That line has to be closest to this black box right here. So we're going to take it. There's the line right there. Black cable right here. I'm going to slip it right inside there, just so it looks like that. And we're going to connect it right into the black spot. Once that's done, then you can come in here. You're going to plug in the cable into the display, and then the other end's going to go right into the progressive EMS unit. Alright, so now that we have it plugged in, you should see a red light in the unit itself, and we're going to go ahead and start turning on all the breakers in the converter down here, and making sure that we test everything before we button everything up. So once you get the power connected and you got your display connected, it's going to start going through a little boot up process. It's going to show you that there's no errors in there, and then it's going to take a little bit of time for the power to come into the unit because of the delay that is built into it. So once it goes through that, then we can go to your breaker panel and start turning everything on. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and start testing everything to make sure that it's working as it did before. Alright, so now that we've tested everything, I'm going to go ahead and put the cover on. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and mount this box down into the piece of wood right here so it doesn't move around as we're driving. Alright, so now that we have that buttoned up, we can try to figure out where to post this. So I'm thinking either we're gonna put it right here under the control panel just so we have a nice easy spot to see it, but if I can't find a good location, then I will probably just go ahead and mount it right here on the panel so we can see it wherever we are. Alright, so we decided to go with the panel over in these cover right here just because it's going to be a little bit easier to do. Maybe later on we'll put it up there, but it's our first rig and it's the first project that we've ever done, so we're going to stick with something simple. So there's already a hole right here for the panel to be held in place, so we're just going to run the cable right underneath there. Overall, it was a pretty easy install. Everything is pretty straightforward. You match the colors to the right area. The instructions are pretty easy and detailed. They have great diagrams that go along with it. The thing that makes it the most difficult is the cramp spaces. You don't get a lot of slack or any slack at all in the cable. This was just for you guys to kind of understand and see what it's like to install it specifically on a Salem FSX. Hopefully this video was helpful. It's my first video, so I apologize for all of the craziness. If you liked the video, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and hopefully in the future we will make more videos. Thank you guys.